There's a creature that leaves the whole world stunned with its resilience, and that is the cockroach. But do you know what's the scariest thing about cockroaches? It's not that they can fly. It's not that they show up at midnight. A cockroach can still live even after losing its head. Yes, you heard that right. Scientists have confirmed it. A cockroach, even after losing its head, can survive for several days. Sometimes up to a week. Before it dies. And no, it doesn't just sit still. It can still move, react, and crawl around the house like nothing ever happened. Honestly, just hearing that makes you want to pack up and move out. But how does a headless creature not game over instantly? Well, that's because a cockroach's body is built in a way that's totally unlike anything else. So, why can cockroaches survive without their heads? Here are the 3 main reasons. 1. Cockroaches don't breathe through their mouths. They breathe through small openings in their abdomen called spiracles. So losing their head doesn't affect their ability to breathe. 2. Their nervous system is decentralized. Cockroaches don't need a brain to control basic movements. They have nerve centers in each segment of their body. So they can still react even without a head. 3. Open circulatory system, no blood pressure. Losing a head doesn't cause the blood spray like it does in animals with blood vessels. The wound dries up and seals itself, allowing the cockroach to keep living. In short, if you lose your head, you're done. If a cockroach loses its head, it's just business as usual. But does it still die? Yes, it does. But because of, yes, it does. But because of, can't eat, can't drink water. A cockroach can go without food for up to a month. But without water, it won't last more than a few days. So, a headless cockroach isn't immortal, it's just insanely tough. Super resilient. And totally unique. But hold on, that's not the only weird thing about cockroaches. So, what other superpowers do cockroaches have? They can survive radiation. Some cockroach species can withstand radiation levels 10 times higher than humans. They run like ninjas, in 1 second. A cockroach can run 50 times its body length. That's like a human running at 186 miles per hour, 300 kilometers per hour. Super sensitive to vibrations. They can detect you from the sound of your footsteps, your breathing, and vanish before you even get close. I know. Cockroaches are a nightmare for many people. Me included. Cold sweat smile. But after doing some research, I don't just find them gross anymore. I see them as silent warriors. Headless, yet still alive. No brain, but still reacting. Enduring all conditions just to survive. And that made me think. Persistence isn't about being perfect, it's about not giving up. Even in a headless situation, do you want to live as tough as a cockroach? And what creature do you think is even more weird than a cockroach? Let's explore the next mystery together. There's a creature you may have heard of, but you might not know all of its strange and amazing qualities, the jellyfish. This animal, scientifically known as cnidaria, is one of the most fascinating creatures in the natural world. Let's dive into the intriguing facts about jellyfish. But do you know what's truly special about jellyfish? But do you know what's really special about jellyfish? It's not just that they have an amazing ability to sway gracefully in the water. It's not that they exist in every corner of the ocean. But rather that jellyfish don't have a brain, a heart, eyes, a nose, and they don't even have an anus. That's right, Jellyfish eat through their own mouth, and once they've digested, they poop out of the same hole. Their mouth is also their anus. It sounds strange, but it's one of the fascinating features of this creature. Despite their simple appearance, lacking a nervous system or complex brain, jellyfish are one of the most successful creatures on the planet. They've been living on Earth for over 500 million years, long before humans even existed. In fact, scientists estimate that there could be up to 300,000 species of jellyfish in the ocean. Yet only around 2,000 species have been discovered and studied so far. Jellyfish have existed and evolved for millions of years without changing much in their shape, which shows they are truly successful organisms. They can live in all kinds of waters, from the deep ocean to coastal areas. So, how have they managed to survive for so long? Jellyfish are not just simple creatures that live for a long time, but some species of jellyfish even have the ability to live forever, making them one of the immortal creatures in nature. A prime example is the immortal jellyfish, Turritopsis dohrnii. If faced with environmental stress, this jellyfish can revert to its immature state, like a process of regeneration without reproduction. This means the immortal jellyfish can live forever, as long as it is not hunted or destroyed by external factors. Other species of jellyfish, such as the moon jellyfish, can even reproduce asexually to create new individuals. Thanks to this ability, jellyfish have been able to survive and thrive on this planet for millions of years. Although jellyfish may be unsettling to many people because of their strange appearance, after understanding their incredible survival abilities, you'll be amazed. Jellyfish don't have a brain, don't have a heart, yet they have survived for millions of years. They can regenerate, heal, and thrive in a constantly changing world. That's why jellyfish are not just bizarre creatures, but also a symbol of resilience and exceptional survival skill. What do you think about the immortality of jellyfish? Cold sweat smile. And do you know of any other creatures as strange and surprising as jellyfish? Leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to discover more fascinating truths about creatures in the natural world. Hope you enjoy the video and gain more useful knowledge.